Hi everyone. So this video, I just want you to go over some example we have the operation show you here. So earlier in the previous video, we talked about we have different big O notation. You have the constant runtime, log n runtime, linear runtime, n log n runtime, and the quadratic runtime n squared. So then I want you to practice one by one from 1 to 15. We have the next one on 1 to 14. So what is each one the runtime is? So earlier I forgot to remind you in the previous video. So remember when you watch the video, you can pause anytime. So if I talk too fast, pause anytime to see the information I show you. So then please make a note if you have any question. You can ask me during the video, but you always can write down your question. So when we go over the Zoom meeting, you can ask the question. So now let's work one by one. So see here, what is each operation? We have the A, B, C, D, E. So how about the insertion sort? A, B, C, D, E. So the insertion sort actually is the E. Okay, so let me make the mark. So then I can copy over the answer. Okay, so the insertion sort actually is we talk about like the insertion sort, bubble sort, all the nested for loop sorting. They are quadratic runtime because they need to have the nested for loop. So no matter you are doing the array or linked list, they are all quadratic runtime. So so insertion sort, bubble sort, nested for loop sort, or selection sort, they are all n squared. Okay. So how about the stack push operation? So we can see the stack push. You can add a new node to the array or to the linked list. So this one is A, B, C, D, E. Wonderful. This answer is A. Right, because remember, because your array index can bring you to that location, and your linked list, your first node will do the stack push. So even the pop, the same thing, they are runtime 1. Okay, so since here we already told you the pop the same, right? So you can see here it's the stack pop operation, the same thing, runtime is 1. Okay, so how about open a file for the input? Okay, right, the same thing, runtime is 1. Okay, so successfully search a random number from a randomly arranged array. So when we say randomly arranged array, that means they are not sorted. They have different order from that. So you successfully searching. So here, no matter you successfully find the value or not find the value, you still need to have a for loop for that. So in order to have a for loop, right? So that's why your runtime is big O-N. Okay. So here you say successfully searching or unsuccessfully searching. Unsuccessfully for sure is you need to go over. Okay, so here. Okay. So unsuccessful find that definitely your for loop need to finish. But even you successfully searching for that, big O is considered the average. So they both are linear search. Okay. So the next one, nested for loops, sort. Again, this one like insertion sort, bubble sort. So they are quadratic. Okay, so make sure you know what each one is. So continue the next one. Okay, counting how many number of nodes in the linked list. So this means linked list, we don't know how many nodes, right? It's not like array. We count all the time. So that's why when you need to count the number of the linked list, you need to have a for loop. So that's why the same thing. Whenever you have a for loop, you need to have the linear runtime. Okay, finding the last node in the linked list. So this one kind of the same. So because you don't know where is the first node, you only have the first node for your linked list, right? So you want to go to the last node. This one, unless you have the last node pointer. If you have the last node pointer in the linked list, right, that will be runtime 1. But then if you don't have the last node pointer, so here we just say without the last node pointer. For this situation, you need to have a for loop. Okay. So continue. How about Q pop operation? So when we're using an array and the shift value. Okay, so when you use the array, actually in the my array implementation, we just don't talk about the shifting thing. So when I show you the array implementation, remember I have 2 index. One index point to the push, one index point to the pop. So that's why here, if you have that 2 different index, so then you only need one time runtime to do that. So the Q pop operation remove a node. So remove node, the same thing, because we have the head pointer and tail pointer. So in the singly linked list. So that's why we can have the one runtime to finish. Okay, so how about the Q push operation when adding at the end of the array and the head, right? So because we have the first pointer and the next pointer, so that's why runtime is 1. So this one you need to be careful. They say Q push operation, right? So you push to the end. But here they say, how about if you push Q push pop operation? So then, right, they still remove from the head pointer for the linked list. Yeah, so the same thing because we have the head node and the tail node. So that's why it still is 1. Okay, so you can think about some other operations, so we can discuss about that. So here we focus on the big O constant and n squared, because log n and n log n we will talk about more in module 13.